rush left with nothing. Why the rush left with nothing? Why the rush left with nothing? Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execute.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals.
Bobby Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jim Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I'm going to be humble this time.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Dix brought him down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tackled by Quan Alexander.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play.
Nah, I seen it, but it looked like it though, bro. I seen what you seen too, bro.
They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
31, Raheem Mostert.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play.
I would think as a play call, you might look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the field.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Intercepted by the
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
on the keeper.
Kyler Murray, 52 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
40 extra
Well,
points.
plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the 1st down.
First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Good for a 49er.
And no flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1.
7.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this time, Murray to throw it. Being chased out left. Murray has it knocked loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 69 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
So that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a guy who missed the last 2 full seasons, it's Jerick McKinnon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier. Buda Baker on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 8.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
At the 8-yard line.
He's going to keep it again. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
24 yards.
That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Drake on the carry.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
Kyler Murray with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
21, 49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Kaepernick now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Dancing to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Going deep for Hopkins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might have.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half from Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Hey, get in there, get what you want, G. Get in there, get what you want.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the group.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Offense retains.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He was taken.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 64 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Gold for the extra point. missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we bought for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pulls it in at the 13. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And now he'll tuck it and run. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. He's going to run again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On the carry.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. 49ers. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Niners 28. Cardinals 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara.
21.
It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and find another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. For Deshaun Jackson, that's number 600, his 600th catch in his career.
Oh, boy, is he explosive. Always has been, always will be as a receiver. And it's not just running past people downfield. It's catching the short passes underneath, the bubble screens. Just get the ball in his hands, and a big play awaits.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
Now Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Kaepernick now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trent Taylor, 39 yards. Points. Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. They're going to try and run. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down.
Murray now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And that is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
He's going to keep it again. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go.
Murray, one final try. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the 49ers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.